Biology Class 9. Good morning, students. Today we'll discuss chapter 9, that is economic importance of bacteria and fungi. But according to the council, in this COVID-19 situation, some part from this chapter are removed, like economic importance of bacteria removed. We have only some topics to study, that is useful role of bacteria in medicine. So here we will discuss the role of bacteria for us. So bacteria are used in medicine for the production of antibiotics, serums and vaccines. So what is an antibiotic? So antibiotic is a chemical substance produced by an organism that stop the growth of other organism. Once more, antibiotic is a chemical substance that is produced by one organism can stop the growth of other organism. Today, we know of dozens of antibiotics widely used in the treatment of numerous infections such as streptomycin, chloromycetin, tetracycline, penicillin, and so on. Here, among these, penicillin is the first antibiotic. The first produced antibiotic from a fungus. So, in 1929, Alexander Fleming, in 1929, Alexander Fleming was culturing bacteria. But what he noticed? He noticed that in certain part there is no bacterial growth. He observed that in that part a chemical substance was producing chemical substance. This chemical substance was produced by a fungus known as penicillin chrysogenum. Now, initially it was known as penicillin notatum. So he observed that a fungus or a mold producing a chemical substance, that chemical substance stopped the growth of bacteria. Hence, the name of the chemical substance was named as penicillin. So penicillin is the first antibiotic produced by Alexander Fleming in 1929. Later on, various antibiotics were produced, and the second antibiotic was streptomycin, discovered next to penicillin by Salman Waxman in the similar way. But one thing, the first antibiotic was produced by a fungus, but the second and the further produced by bacterium. So streptomycin was produced by a bacterium known as Streptomyces griseus. Clear all of you? In your book, one chart is given. In that chart, certain antibiotics are there. Source organism means from where these antibiotics are prepared and what they cure. So first, penicillin produced by Penicillium chrysogenum, it cure tetanus and diphtheria. Second, streptomycin, Streptomyces griseus, and it cure tuberculosis. Third, chlorotetracycline. Source organism is Streptomyces aureus cure typhoid. Fourth, erythromycin. Source organism is Saccharopolyspora erythrea and it cure rickettsial fevers. Now see what will be the criteria of a good antibiotic. So it shall be able to kill a variety of disease causing microorganisms, should not produce any side effect, and third, it should not kill normal bacteria of the host, because along with the harmful bacteria we have certain useful bacteria that are highly useful to us. Now see the other uses of antibiotics as food preservatives, because it control means antibiotic control the growth of bacterium which spoil our food. For treating animal feed, sometimes you have heard that consumption of too much chicken is not good for us, because chicken feed also treated with antibiotics, and if we are consuming huge amount of chickens, then huge amount of antibiotics will accumulate in our body, that is harmful. And last, for controlling plant pathogens means disease causing animals or disease causing germs that destroy our plant. Now come to the serum. See what is serum. So here the composition of blood. So blood consists of two types of substance. One first is cellular components. It consists of RBC, red blood cells, WBC and the platelets. So these are the various cellular components. The other part is called fluid part, technically known as blood plasma. So blood plasma is the fluid part in which different cellular components are dissolved. It provides a movement to these cellular elements. So fluid part or the blood plasma mainly consists of water, inorganic salts and a protein named fibrinogen. So see the function. RBC help in the transportation of oxygen as well as carbon dioxide. WBC defend our body from various germs or diseases. Platelets forms a clot around a cut. So when we have cut in our body parts, to stop the further bleeding oozing out of the RBC, it forms a clot around a cut. So what is serum? The fluid part of the blood. The fluid part of the blood without fibrinogen. Once more, what is serum? The fluid part of the blood without fibrinogen, because this fibrinogen will involve in the blood clotting along with platelets, because RBC stop oozing out, WBC defend with the germs, and platelets together with the protein forms a clot around a cut. So the fluid part of the blood without fibrinogen is called blood serum. Fluid part of blood without fibrinogen is called serum or blood serum. Clear all of you? Now see what are toxins. So toxins are poisonous protein released by pathogenic bacteria. Means when bacteria invade our body, they produce a chemical substance basically made of proteins. That chemical substance that are made of proteins which are poisonous in nature called toxins. So antitoxin is substance produced in animal body which react with the poison. So when bacteria invade our body and release a chemical substance basically made of protein, if it is poison, then our body will release antitoxin that neutralize the effect of toxins. Now, serums contain antitoxins for a particular pathogen. Serum are used as a preventive measure against bacterial invasion. For preparing serum, a small dose of bacterial toxin introduced into the blood of healthy animal such as horse or cow. The body produces antitoxin to neutralize the effect of toxin. After several injections of the same toxin, the blood of such animals taken out on chilling it clears as straw-colored liquid which separate out from the clot and is called serum. Dear students, nowadays in the COVID-19 situation, it is very common in various sources of media that plasma of the infected person is taken to cure COVID-19 or corona positive patients. Once more, you have heard from various sources that plasma is taken out from the infected corona positive patient to cure a infected corona positive patient. How it happened? See, if one's body or human body if is infected by COVID-19 virus, if one's body is infected by COVID-19 virus, then the body of this host animal will produce antitoxins, and this antitoxin will destroy or neutralize this virus so that the persons becomes recover from that infection. Now what will happen? These antitoxins are accumulated in the blood plasma. So plasma of that patient is taken out which contain antitoxin, and this plasma is injected to the corona positive patient so that that patient will be cured by neutralizing the virus. Now here the practice is that some animals like horse or cow are infected with certain bacterial toxin. This therapy is known as plasma therapy. It is very common nowadays in various sources like newspaper, TV. Plasma therapy, because plasma is taken from the infected patient to cure the infected patient. Same therapy is used from much early. So here, how to prepare antitoxins. The topic is how to prepare antitoxin. So first of all, horse or cow is infected with bacterial toxin repeatedly. Clear? Repeatedly, bacterial toxins are introduced into the blood of horse or cow. The blood of horse or cow will produce antitoxins. When the blood of that animal will produce antitoxins, these antitoxins are extracted from the blood in the form of serum, because serum dissolves these antitoxins. Now, serum which contain antitoxin, also known as blood plasma, is injected to the infected patient if it is infected by virus or bacteria. Similar method is applied in the cases of snake bite. So poison from the snake is injected into the blood of certain animals so that the blood of that animals will develop antivenom. This antivenom is extracted from the blood in the form of serum. Now this serum is injected for the cure of snake bite. Clear all of you? Now come to the next. Genetic engineering has made it possible to introduce the human gene in certain bacteria like E. coli. These bacteria cultures grow very rapidly. The particular gene-dependent product are extracted from these bacteria. The hormone insulin that was given to the diabetic patient was the first such substance produced by E. coli. Now see, a few serum compounds produced by genetically modified bacteria: blood clotting factor 8 for the treatment of hemophilia A, because hemophilia is blood disease, also known as genetic disease, because this disease transfer from one generation to the next generation, and factor 9 for hemophilia B. So hemophilia A and B are the same, that is known as bleeders disease or disease that are transferred from one generation to the another generation. Now what are vaccines? Vaccines are preparation consisting of weakened germs or dead germ substance. All of you are vaccinated by various vaccines. So that vaccines do not contain any medicine or antitoxins or antivenom or antibiotics. That vaccine generally contain germs or germ substance in their killed or weakened stage. So when vaccines are injected into the body, our body develop antibodies, and that antibody will protect us from the subsequent infection. So vaccination is the preventive methods, means we are completely prevent from that disease. Once the vaccines for the COVID-19 will develop, we will completely protect from that virus forever. Now what is vaccination? It is the introduction of vaccines into the body to develop resistance against the particular disease. Vaccines are available for a variety of diseases such as cholera, typhoid, measles, chickenpox, etc. On injecting them into the body, the person gets the disease in mild form, and his body gets stimulated to produce antitoxins or antibiotics or antibodies. The antitoxins provide immunity against any future attack of the particular disease germ. Means once we are vaccinated, we are completely protected from that disease, because when further infection is there, the antitoxin that are produced by introducing vaccines will protect you from that infection. Now, two common vaccines obtained by growing bacteria are as follow: kill bacteria, TAB vaccine for typhoid; living weakened bacteria, BCG vaccines for tuberculosis. Means in case of BCG, the vaccines contain living weakened bacteria. Now come to the toxoid. Are the inactivated toxins of the particular bacteria which can still stimulate the production of the respective antibiotic, such as those for producing immunity against diphtheria and tetanus. Clear all of you? Okay. So next day we'll discuss the bacteria role in agriculture. Clear all of you? So have a good day. Bye all of you.